Well, hello again, year six. This will probably be the last time I have the opportunity to chat with you about stuff. And school have invited me to be part of this recording to really, just give my own thoughts about leaving primary school, going into secondary school. And something that I often reflect on at this time is there's a song in the Bible. You may not be aware, but there's a whole book in the Bible called Psalms, and Psalms were songs of the Old Testament times. Psalms about a variety of things. Sadly, we don't have the tunes. We only have the lyrics, so you'll be glad I'm not going to sing to you. But there's one psalm, Psalm 139, which talks about how well God knows us. He knows our thoughts. He knows what we're about to say even before we say it. He knows when we're about to go out somewhere and when we're about to come in somewhere. Wherever we are in the world, he knows about us. And I guess it's always sort of brought comfort to me because it sort of indicates that, well, none of us can say we don't fit. None of us can say we're an accident. We don't belong here. It's as though God is saying there's a role for everybody. And I guess my sort of thoughts about education is, well, it's like when we're born, we're sort of like a piece of jigsaw puzzle. Trouble is, we start off a bit like this, as a blank piece, trying to work out, well, where do I fit in this big wide world, in the history of humanity and creation? And as we go through life, I guess we start to colour in our blank piece to find out more where we do fit in. And obviously one of the big places where we start filling in that blank piece is at school, where we learn things. We learn about various subjects. We discover what we're good at. We discover those things that we're maybe not so good at. We discover those things that really excite us and inspire us, and we're really interested in learning more and more and more about them. We realise that there are some things that go, just this doesn't float my boat. I'm not interested in that. We may be, as time goes on, we might sort of find about things that really make us angry and we want to see change, and we might sort of think, right, I'm going to go about changing that. And so, as I say, like a jigsaw puzzle, as we go through life and as we go through school, we start to colour that in. And your time at primary school has been a good opportunity for you to start colouring your piece of jigsaw puzzle in, to start to get some idea. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to be King of England, Queen of England. I'm not going to be a world-class football player or whatever. Mind you, I'm pretty good at maths. That could take me in this route, on that route. It starts to help you to think about where your role in life is going to be. This year's obviously been rather different. I remember speaking to the year six last year and saying, oh, that last 6 months of your time at school is a bit strange. Well, your whole year of year six has been strange. It's been strange for all of us. One of the things, though, that I've learned or got more interested in over this year is, would you believe, jigsaw puzzles. My wife and I have started doing jigsaws. I never thought I would be doing them again, and really enjoying them. And I just thought I'd talk a bit about them because, as I say, I feel like we're all like a little piece of a jigsaw. We came across these jigsaw puzzles. Can you see that? Yeah. They're interesting. If you notice up, oh no, where are we? That finger. They're called what if puzzles, because normally with a jigsaw puzzle, you get a picture and you've got to try and have your coloured pieces of jigsaw puzzle to make that picture. But these ones are different in that what they do is, this is a picture, but what would it look like 10 seconds on? Or as this one says, if you can read it, what if animals, oh, sorry, I've got this round the wrong. What if animals were more enterprising than we realised? So the picture you have to make is not this one, but what would it look like if? And I guess that's something that this virus, horrible though it is, has taught certainly me and probably a lot of people. it's almost as though we're sort of saying, right, well, I've got my jigsaw puzzle, but hang on a minute. This is what I thought I was going to be. But now, what if, sadly, the world was affected by a virus for 18 months? How would that change where I fit? The good thing is we do still fit. We may have had our plans changed. We may suddenly think, oh, I haven't been able to do this because of what lockdown and the virus has done to us. For some people, of course, it may actually be, I can't do that because this has affected my health and I no longer have the strength or stamina to do that. You still fit. There is still a place for you. There is still discoveries to be made to find out more about how your piece of the jigsaw puzzle is coloured. So my hope for you as you go from your primary school into whatever secondary school you're going to be going to, that you try and remember that you fit. Even when some people might be unkind to you and say, you're not part of my gang. I don't want to know you any longer now that we're no longer at primary school. You are still loved and precious and valuable, and you still have a part to play in this amazing world that we live in. So as you go from your primary school, take with you all the wonderful things you've learned, all the wonderful experiences you've had, all those values that you've developed as you've worked alongside fellow students and your teachers. All that is part of what you have been coloured already. Take those colours into the new place that you'll be going to add colour to other people around you, as well as receiving more colouring for yourself. And wherever you end up, whatever you start to do once you've gone beyond secondary school, well, I know that God is still with you, interested in you, in your going out and your coming in. So may you know his blessing wherever you go. I'm just going to finish with a prayer. So dear God, we thank you for our time at primary school, about all that we have learnt from students, from teachers, from all the different experiences that we've had. Now as we step out, may we do so with courage and with vision and imagination. Help us to find that place in this world where we can make a difference and change this world for the better. Amen. So, all the best to you all. As I always say, if I see you in the street, don't worry, I won't embarrass you by saying hello, unless you want to say hello to me. So I appreciate sometimes it's not so cool when you're with your mates to say hello to a vicar. But I wish you all the best. God bless.